History of Siddha Pokhari or Tapuku. Siddha Pokhari, also referred to as Indra Daha or Tapuku, is situated close to main entrance of Bhaktapur Darbar Square and holds a prominent place amongst the ancient ponds in Bhaktapur. The name Siddha Pokhari holds the meaning of a pond that fulfills wishes. Regarded as the oldest pond in Bhaktapur, this reservoir spans an area of 2,700 square meters. Its dimensions measures 171 meters in length, 73 meters in width, and has a depth of 3 meters. Additionally, positioned near the center of the pond, there is a Shiva Linga, enhancing its significance. Alongside the aquatic life it supports, Siddha Pokhari stands as a testament to the rich history and cultural heritage of Bhaktapur. Siddha Pokhari stands as the largest pond within the district. Out of 34 smaller ponds present in Bhaktapur city, this one holds the distinction of being both the most captivating and expansive. The pond features a traditional enclosure formed by a surrounding wall. Siddha Pokhari serves as an appealing destination for both tourists and local visitors alike. The pathway is adorned with a traditional brick layout, and on clear days, distant mountain ranges came into view. In stark contrast to the bustling exterior, the pond emanates a sense of tranquility, providing an ideal environment for relaxation and inner calm. This serenity also renders Siddha Pokhari an excellent place for couples to unwind and enjoy each other's company, adding to the historical charm of this remarkable pond. Indra Daha or Siddha Pokhari holds a connection to the goddess Indrayani. Every year, devotees gather on the occasion of Aswin Krishna Dvitiya to pay homage to Lord Indrayani. According to local tradition, this act is believed to bestow happiness and longevity upon the worshipper. During this day, an additional set of statues depicting Lord Shiva, Shakti, Vishnu and Buddha are placed near the pond to cater to the beliefs of the followers. Numerous theories attempt to unravel the historical timeline of Siddha Pokhari. Among these, one prominent theory suggests that Siddha Pokhari is a natural pond that traces its origin back to the Lichavi period. If this theory holds true, it means that Siddha Pokhari has endured since at least 250 AD. The presence of the Shiva Linga within the pond adds weight to the notion that its existence harks back to the Lichavi era. While no records or inscriptions provide a detailed account of the pond's origin, the stone type and carving style evident in the site lend credence to this hypothesis. Objects and sculptures crafted from similar stone and carving techniques have been linked to the Lichavi era, further reinforcing this historical context. However, there is another theory that stands in opposition, yet holds equal validity. This theory proposes that Siddha Pokhari was constructed in the early 13th century under the reign of King Arvi Malla and underwent further development during the rule of King Jaya Yaksha Malla, widely known as Yaksha Malla of Bhaktapur. Despite the material composition of the Shiva Linga aligning with the Lichavi period origin, this alternative perspective finds support in a multitude of historical records. Historical records provide evidence that Siddha Pokhari can be traced back to the era of Arvi Malla, the inaugural king of the Malla dynasty. This occurrence took place in the early 13th century, although the full scope of its development during that period remains uncertain. According to accounts, during Arvi Malla's reign, a significant drought afflicted the nation. As the ruler, he assumed the responsibility of elevating the populace from the severe drought condition. In response to the dire drought situation, King Arvi Malla sought guidance from a tantric practitioner and initiated the construction of a pond enclosed by walls, pathis and gates on all four sides designed to accommodate elephants. Notably, a Naga, serpent deity, was also included within the pond. It is widely believed that the construction of this pond played a pivotal role in bringing an end of the prolonged drought, serving as a significant relief for the kingdom. Nevertheless, tracing the historical chronicles indicates the likelihood of subsequent reconstruction or further development. In accordance with certain historical records, it is suggested that Siddha Pokhari underwent significant enhancement and was consecrated as a sacred site during the rule of King Yaksha Malla of Bhaktapur, a ruler from the late 17th century. This perspective proposes that the pond received additional attention and reverence during this era. According to a specific historical document, Siddha Pokhari was erected in the year 1686 AD with the collaborative efforts of around 100 individuals spanning a period of 6 months. A preserved inscription authorized by King Yaksha Malla detailed explicit guidelines pertaining to the upkeep of Siddha Pokhari. These regulations for maintenance encompass the following aspects. If any damage occurs to the pond, it is the responsibility of the successor to ensure its restoration. If any intentional and malevolent damages is inflicted upon the pond, the wrongdoer will face the consequences equivalent to committing Panch Mahapap, signifying the gravity of 5 heinous crimes: killing a cow, killing a guru, killing a Brahman, killing a child, and killing a woman. Inscriptions present at the Buddha Chaitya and the statues of Lakshmi Narayan and Vishnu Gopal on the eastern side of the pond provide evidence that the pond was restored in the year 750 and 798 of Nepal Sambat, undertaken by King Jagatjoti Malla and Jitmitra Malla of Bhaktapur respectively. Furthermore, historical inscriptions also reveals that the eastern sides of the gates underwent renovation under the patronage of General Vincent Thapa during the year 1000 of Nepal Sambat. During its earlier periods, the pond was referred to as Tampuku, where Ta signifies large or big and Puku translates to pond in the native Nepal Bhasa language. Following the unification of Nepal, General Vincent Thapa took the initiative to rename this pond as Siddha Pokhari, incorporating the essence of the term Indradaha. The term Siddha signifies enlightenment, which according to myths can be achieved through the act of praying to specific deities and gaining an understanding of the truth of life. According to the inscriptions dating back to 1936 Bikram Sambat, the pond underwent renovation in the year 1821 Bikram Sambat under the leadership of Bhimsen Thapa. Additionally, the inscriptions also reveals that in 1935 Bikram Sambat, Ranodip Singh undertook the task of cleaning the pond's wall along with the removal of the surrounding vegetation. Furthermore, it is noted that the pond saw renovations during the time of Rana Prime Minister Chandra Samsher and King Mahendra in 2015 Bikram Sambat. Another legend attributes the construction of Siddha Pokhari to King Indradev, a ruler belonging to the Gopal dynasty. The historical records mention that King Indradev collected water in Indradaha and imported colorful fishes from China for the pond. This account placed the origin of the pond in the 7th century. There is also an older record present, but unfortunately its content have faded and are unreadable. On the occasion of Indra Jatra, a traditional festival, a procession takes place with lamps being lit at Puku or Siddha Pokhari. During the night, the Khat Jatra of Indrayani is conducted, which involves circumambulating the pond. Indeed, that's why the pond is also known as Indradaha, a name that reflects its association with King Indradev and the legends surrounding its creation. According to another tale, a tantric engaged in a confrontation with the Naga or a serpent residing near the pond. Enraged by the mockery, the Naga challenged the tantric to a fight. Accepting the challenge, the tantric transferred himself in a serpent and faced the Naga. Before the confrontation, he instructed a friend from Thimi to sprinkle magical rice grain on him after the battle. These rice grain would reverse his serpent form to human. The tantric succeeded in defeating the Naga. But upon returning to his human form, he found his friend terrified by his serpent appearance and fleeing the scene. The tantric persuaded his friend, hoping he would scatter the magical rice grains, but his friend never looked back and disappeared forever. Feeling disheartened and furious, the tantric decided to stay by Siddha Pokhari and made it his permanent dwelling place. According to the legend, people from Thimi are said to avoid visiting Siddha Pokhari due to the fear of potential retaliation from the tantric spirit or his anger. Thank you.